Tesla shares in the red after missing on the top and bottom lines and saying their deliveries for 2024 will be at a slower rate than 2023. Joining us now, ARK Invest's Tasha Keeney and former Tesla board member Steve Wesley. Good afternoon to you both. It's good to have you guys here to break this down. Tasha, I'm going to start with you because it does feel like a mixed bag here. We had the misses on the top and bottom lines. We had the lack of details in that 2024 guidance, just the warning essentially that it's going to be slower in terms of deliveries. But the flip side of that is the auto gross margins, excluding credits, at 17.1% was better than expected and represented a sequential increase. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I do think, it's important to note gross margins, automotive gross margins, ex credits did tick up. And I'd say, broadly, the picture here is the future is really electric vehicles, right? We already know that. Other traditional auto manufacturers are actually cutting back on their electric vehicle plans and programs over the next 5 years. And they're not as profitable on those platforms as Tesla is, because Tesla's still the leader in EVs. I'll also say that for the future, we're very excited that Tesla is investing in AI, that they're focusing on the next generation vehicle platform, because we think that Robo Taxis, that autonomous driving is completely going to change Tesla's business model. I think that could push overall gross margins up to north of 50% over the next 5 years. And I'm looking forward to hearing more about that on the call.
Okay, and I've heard you talk about that as well. We've heard him talk about that. Steve, I want to get your thoughts on some of the commentary we've seen in this release actually about AI. And specifically, it says here that while they continue to execute on innovations to reduce the cost of manufacturing and operations over time, they do expect hardware-related profits to be accompanied by an acceleration of AI, software, and fleet-based profits. Is this something we've been hearing along the way, too, or does this represent a ramp up in the rhetoric on AI?
Well, I think it's just part of Tesla's story. And look, Q4 results are a tale of two cities. Tesla posted record $25.7 billion in Q4 revenue. It's going to be roughly $97 billion for the year, and they sold 1.8 million cars. That's whopping 55% of the U.S. auto market. That's not a bad year. But the big picture is growth has slowed from 51% year over year last year, 19% year over year this year. So the big story is BYD is coming on quickly. They will likely pass Tesla next year as the dominant EV seller in the world. So right now, Tesla is still number one, but they're going to have to find a higher gear to stay on top. The AI story is part of bringing costs down. The Robo story is another part. And there's also Tesla's rapidly growing energy division. So these are all part of the picture that investors are going to have to keep an eye on. But get ready to see the big smackdown, Tesla versus BYD for global dominance in the EV sector.
Okay, and so Tasha, I guess the question for investors is, in 2024, what kind of a multiple does Tesla deserve? Because it's still very richly valued for right now. And I mean, the robo-taxi thing, I'm not buying it for any time soon. I'm not even sure that means people buy more Teslas if they can just rent them and if that's actually good for the company overall. But how do you calculate what kind of valuation it deserves right now, given a lot of other companies are pulling back their revenue expectations and getting dinged?
So first, I'll say on robo-taxis, I mean, I'd encourage everyone to look at the videos online that are coming out of FSD, full self-driving version 12. It's amazing. It drives like a human. People are doing full drives, zero interventions. So the fact of the matter is, robo-taxis are already possible today, just in select areas. I'm not saying it works everywhere, right? But we have evidence that it's possible. We see other companies like Waymo also telling us that it's possible. But Tesla itself has great technology. And when we think of scale and the number of cars that they're producing, to put this in perspective, the data advantage that Tesla has is orders of magnitude higher than other players. Tesla is collecting or is able to look at data from more than 2 million miles per day of customers driving in full self-driving mode. That compares with other players like Waymo that, they might have collected single-digit millions in the lifetime of the project. So again, I think robotaxis are already here. Don't miss this opportunity. And again, I'm looking forward to hearing more about that rollout plan on the call.